Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about my vegetable oil filtration setup that I've got. So this is the corner that I'm using at the moment. I've got two 200-liter metal drums over there that are going to be where I do the filtration into. So basically getting rid of all the solid bits and pieces. That'll go into this drum over here. I bought off a guy off YouTube. I haven't tested it out yet. I was just building some framework around here to hold the bucket in place so that I can pour it in. I want to see how it goes. It's quite cold at the moment, so that veg oil is all nice and solidified. I'm also building this stand. Oh, let me just move around here. This stand is going to go in the corner pretty much where it is, next to the tap, so just over here. And that's going to hold this. So this is my pump that will filter out the smaller bits as well as any water. I'll then decant whatever I filter from the 200-liter drum through this system, and then it'll go into those containers there, and then that'll be ready to go into my vehicle. So it'll sit sort of like those ones over there, excepting the first two are rapeseed oil, the next lot of vegetable oil, and those are clean. They haven't been recycled. That's just so that I can keep running my system for now as cheaply as possible. Those three at the top worked out to be about 67p a litre at Costco. So if anybody wants to look for some cheap veg oil, that's a way to do it. So I'm looking to clean up this whole area so that it'll be very easy for me to just walk in and take the veg oil that I've grabbed off a chip shop or something, and then just to walk straight in. The idea is I want to walk straight in there with it, pour it straight into that filtration drum that I showed you, which is that yellow one, filter the oil of all the big solid bits into this drum. Then from this drum, as you can see at the end of this, it's got a pickup to grab the big bits anyway, but as this is going to my car, so I need to make sure that it's as clean as possible. So then you'll pump it out through there, down that pipe, into that, but obviously this system will be in this corner by that time, and there should be some nice walk room through this section at the moment. I've got everything in place pretty much now. So I've built that stand, A-frame, whatever you want to call it, and that's where it's sitting now. I might put a container underneath here in case there's any droppages of oil from any of the seals, because at some point, probably closer to when it's spring, I might just take all this apart, resurface all the fittings, and then put them back in for my use through the summer. But for now, it's cold. I don't really want to be outside if I don't have to be. So what I'm going to do now is I had 80 liters of vegetable oil sitting inside to try and get up to room temperature so that it will go through this filter better. So right now I'm going to be trying that out with the frame that I made that will hold that little bucket filter in place. So I'm going to give this a go, and then I'll show you how it's going. That's still quite solid in there because it's cold, and there'll be different bits of fat and all sorts of things in there. Lard is keeping it more solid. So I was using these filter socks before. They worked alright. I filtered 25 liters out of that, ran it in my car, no problems. But the issue is that was using, I think it was 5 microns there, and I probably should have used gone like from 50 to 25 to 10 to 5, but I wanted something that's going to be much quicker, so I'm hoping that this bucket's going to do the thing. Okay, so first time using it. Let's see if we can demo this one-handed. So that's the box, I should say that's the filtration bucket. Get that lid off there. That needs to go in, and that should hopefully hold that in place. Okay. Right, so vegetable oil, Don't want that water. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so here it goes. Not the best one-handed attempt here. Now I could pull this faster with two hands, but I'm sort of trying to give you guys the idea of how this works. I watched some of the YouTube videos, and the guy that's had it, well, I mean, I'll put some details up about him, but his system looked really good. He makes biodiesel. The vegetable oil that's coming in here looks pretty clean. Well, there looks some dirtier stuff that's coming through. We'll see how this thing does its job. Okay, so I've been trying to filter this for a while. This vegetable oil seems to be quite dirty, and it's got some sludge in it that seems to stick on the side of the filtration system, as you can see, or the bucket. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this, because this is not very quick. This is taking a lot longer. That's only one barrel that I've done so far. I mean, definitely the oil's looks to be coming out pretty clear and clean. But just to do one 20-litre drum like that, it's taking ages. This is going to be a long process. I need to figure out another way of doing this, perhaps. I don't know exactly what yet. So I've had some better progress this round. I've just fed in 40 litres of vegetable oil, and it's going through much quicker. This oil seems to be substantially cleaner. It doesn't have that funny sludge that you can see in here. So this is sort of where I'm dumping all the real rubbish stuff. It's going okay. Taking longer than what I wanted, but yeah, it's working.